that might have been the best Nintendo Direct that I've ever watched. I'm speechless right now. And obviously, I'm not speechless because I'm here talking to you. And I'm not going to talk about the entire Direct in this video. I know I'm already rambling. But we got our first look at a new 3D Donkey Kong game. The first new Donkey Kong game since 2014. I was 12 when Tropical Freeze came out on the Wii U. I am now 23. I'll be turning 24 in September. I have gone almost half of my life without a new mainline Donkey Kong game. And you know what really... I sound mad, but I'm not. I am so over the moon right now. I was working this morning, so that's why I couldn't live react to the Direct. I was watching it, though. I did watch the entire thing live with everybody in the chat and everything. I just couldn't react to it. I'll be doing a live stream later tonight to dissect it and discuss with you guys, whatever. But we're here to talk about Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Bananza, with an A instead of an O. Play on banana. So funny, so clever, whatever. I have heard that this is being made, I don't think it's been officially confirmed yet, but I'm hearing that it's the same team that made Mario Odyssey. I can see that 100% with the gameplay, with the graphics, the way that everything looks and feels, or looks like it feels, I guess. It looks very Odyssey-like. Now, I'm not going to go into the price, I'm not going to go into anything like that, any of the controversy, people complaining, whatever. We are just talking about the fact that we're getting not only a new Donkey Kong game, we are getting a new 3D Donkey Kong game. Not Donkey Kong 64, not even a remake or remaster of Donkey Kong 64, which I would have been completely fine with. No, we are getting a brand new Donkey Kong game with the new design. I know people are still complaining about it. Some people still don't love the way it looks. Some people don't love change, and that's completely understandable no matter what we're talking about. But I can safely say now, I like this design more. And I'm probably going to get crucified, but I don't care. I have over 5,000 subs now. We'll be doing a live stream to celebrate that very soon. More details to come. But I've kind of stabled myself a little bit as a, I'm not going to say prominent, but a figure, at least. A figure in the Donkey Kong community. And that might get me, you know, people throwing bananas at me, but I don't care. This design, go watch that trailer. I'm going to have the trailer obviously playing as I'm yapping to you. But he's so expressive. He looks fun, he looks funny, he looks bouncy, he looks like an actual character. You compare his model in this game and his model in Mario Kart World, which we're also going to be talking about in the live stream tonight, it's night and day. I love Mario Kart 8. I love Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But his model in that game is ugly. It's ugly. And obviously Rare's design, it's worked for 30 years. So obviously they did something right, and they did do something right. The proportions, everything about it, it looks realistic enough to look like a real-ish gorilla, but it looks cartoony enough to also look like a character. But this just looks, his new design, I cannot give it enough praise. That has always been my one big gripe with the Rare design, is that the way that it's modeled after a semi-realistic gorilla has always been very limiting in what he can emote, in the way that he can act, not only like emotionally, but the way that he can physically do things. You know, there's always been kind of a boundary of realism, which some people like, and I do like to an extent, but you can't even compare these two, because the new one legitimately looks like a Mario-ized version of Donkey Kong in the best way, from the platforming to everything. A lot, or at least a lot of this game looking like it's very destructive. You can destroy things. It's destroyable. I don't know if that's even a word, but the way that he jumps, the way that he moves, we're getting a 3D platformer. We are getting a Donkey Kong 3D adventure. The first 3D Donkey Kong game since Donkey Kong 64. The first new, fully new, not talking about like Mario versus Donkey Kong, no remakes, no remasters. This is the first new Donkey Kong game since Tropical Freeze on the Wii U. And something else that is very, very interesting. You know what wasn't showed in this showcase? A 2D Mario or a 3D Mario. They are launching, obviously we have Mario Kart, which I could not be more excited for. Price, not too excited about that, but just the scale and the way that everything in Mario Kart World's laid out and just the ambition of it all, I can kind of get it a little bit in the tariffs and everything. Whatever, we're getting a 3D Donkey Kong instead of a 3D Mario or a 2D Mario. Never, I take copium. I wake up every day, I take a hit of the Donkey Kong copium that, you know, maybe we're going to get an announcement today. Maybe we're going to get this, maybe we're going to get that. We usually never do, but that's just the way that it goes, right? That's just the way that being a Donkey Kong fan has been for so long. And we have just gotten so used to it. And so I was fully ready to throw in the towel. But it wasn't going to be a sad throwing in the towel per se, because we had gotten Mario Kart World. I get to replay Bravely Default in HD on the big screen, one of my favorite turn-based games ever. Elden Ring is coming. Fortnite is coming back in good 4K. The Switch itself just being 120 hertz on a lot of games, 60 FPS on all of the rest, 4K in docked mode, 1080p in handheld mode. I was already on cloud 9. I was over the moon. And GameCube being added to Nintendo Switch Online, I was fine with no other announcements, right? I'm not super hard to please. Obviously, I was on Twitter, I was doom scrolling pretty much, but people were complaining, oh, there's not another announcement. Like, oh my gosh, it's kind of disappointing. But most people were like, wow, this is one of, if not the best Nintendo Directs we've ever gotten. And then I was in the bathroom at work, and I'd paused the live stream, and my uncle, Don't Burn the House Down Gaming, go subscribe to him. My best friend, Ryan, he was texting me. I had several viewers messaging me on Discord, on Twitter, saying, I can't believe this is happening. Oh my gosh, can you believe it? And I'm like, what? I was like, I know they're not announcing a new Donkey Kong game, so what could it be? They announced a new Donkey Kong, DonkeyKongBananza. DonkeyKongBananza is real. It is coming in July of this year. Just over 3 months away. The Switch 2 is just over 2 months away. We have to wait just about a month after the console launches to play this game. And I'm so thankful they did not pull a Returns HD and announce the game, give us a trailer, and they're like, yes, this game is coming in 7 months. Because they announced it in, like, what was it, July, and it came out in January of the next year. Pretty disappointing. Great game, obviously. But we don't have very long to wait for the newest chapter in the Donkey Kong franchise, and it looks like it's going to be one of, if not the most ambitious titles to have the name Donkey Kong in it. So, if you're a Donkey Kong fan, if you're a Nintendo fan, if you're an anything in between fan, Mario, Kirby, Metroid, Zelda, anything in between, all of those things, Luigi's Mansion, Animal Crossing, anything Nintendo related, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to join the Just Nintendo Society Discord server. Be sure to like, be sure to comment. We are so back, you guys. This isn't a groundbreaking video or anything. This isn't going to be snappy editing or anything. This is just me yapping because I can't believe we're at the point where we are 3 months away from playing. We are 3 months away from playing a new mainline 3D Donkey Kong, and I could not be more excited, you guys. I cannot wait. The Switch 2 cannot get here fast enough. So yes, that is going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Enjoy. We're 2 days away from the weekend now. School's about a month and a half away from being done. So we're getting there. Summer is just around the corner. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day and take care.